I think we're live.
Are we live?
Are we live? Hey, everybody.
Hi. Hello. Happy Earth Day.
Hold on.
Oh.
The microphone is up.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
There we go. There we go.
Down, baby.
Thank you. Oh, that was a terrible start to this. But we are now live. Okay.
We're live.
Go it again.
Do we switch back?
No, you're good. You're good. This is what it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Play the Game. I'm Daniel. This is Alison. We have Kimberly producing for us. And we are playing Earth with the Abundance expansion from Inside Up Games. Went to Kickstarter today. Pretty sure I left a link in the description to where you can find that when I scheduled this. If not, we will put one in the chat, and we will.
I left my iPad at home. Normally, I'm chatting on ours via that, and we'll tag and pin stuff up. And I forgot because I'm human.
Here, fill time.
Fill time. Oh, you're gonna put it in there.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
So Earth has been, if you know me, if you've been around for a little bit, Earth has been my top game for about a year now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
since we played it.
Since we first played it, and it was like, oh my gosh, this was seamless. It was beautifully done, and I absolutely loved it. It's not because I've won every game. It's not because I've won every game that I love this game. I do love this game in itself, just what it is. And then Abundance is what was kickstarted today, along with you can get Earth as well. If you do not have the game, you can obviously add that on. And Abundance adds more player interaction. If you're familiar with Earth, when say I choose to play a certain action, certain color, I do my action, and then the other players can activate the same color. They just do different things. Yeah. And
turn your phone
my
down,
phone.
Allison.
I was like, who's talking? It's a little angel on my shoulder is telling me what to say here. Okay. So the player interaction is just so good in that way. Abundance adds even more player interaction. If I have a card, I can choose a neighbor to do something as well.
I'm going to clarify something on that. Because in Earth, there's not a lot of player interaction. There's just a lot of simultaneous play.
Okay, there we go.
So Abundance actually adds player interaction where there are cards that you will activate that will be based on what the other player has in their tableau. And we have Carter from Inside Up Games in the comments. Or in the chat. So if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask him. Full disclosure, this is a sponsored live stream. Yeah.
There you go.
Disclosed. It's also, we checked the box. We did it all right. We're
just
going to
put the mic down.
Yeah, I did everything but put the mic down. But as far as the FCC is concerned, I did everything I'm supposed to do.
Would you like to do a quick what people can expect before we dive in, and then we can just fill in all the blanks before?
Yes, I will do a quick teach. Sure. We'll get these boxes out of the way.
Do you want to leave that over there, or is it going to be on
because it's going to be in the way of this one. Okay, so Earth, let me sit back up. I can't get boxes all over. Okay, so Earth is a tableau builder, engine building game. We are going to activate a color on our board right here that is going to allow us to draw cards. It's going to allow us to plant cards in our board over here. The end game is triggered when someone has a 4x4 16 card tableau built out. But it is unique in that, it's one of the best things about this game is the simultaneous play. So every time someone activates an action, they take the top action, and then every other player gets to activate a weaker but still activate an action. So on the green action, you can plant up to 2 cards in your tableau, and then you can draw 4 cards and keep 1, you discard the rest. All of the other players get to plant 1 card, and then they get to draw 1 card. If you take the orange action, you get to take 5 dirt, which is the currency of the game, and then you get to compost 2 cards. Composting means you put them face down in this pile. Those cards are all worth a point at the end of the game. This is an intimidatingly large amount of cards.
That's one side.
This is half of it. It's an intimidatingly large amount of cards, but you are composting so many cards during the game that you really do go through a lot of it. And sometimes you're composting just taking the top card and you never see it, which is probably good if you have analysis paralysis and don't want to have to decide what to compost.
Yep.
And sometimes you're composting cards from your hands, which is excruciating. Because even if I have 30 cards in my hand and I know I can only ever play 16 of them, I still want all 30 cards because, you know,
they all do something.
they all have value.
Most of them are so good. Like it's just like, oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So on the orange, you're going to take 5 dirt and then compost 2 cards from the deck. The other player is going to either take 2 dirt or compost 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
This little teal over here, you're going to take 6 sprouts, which go onto cards. Those are worth points at the end of the game. And you're going to take 2 dirt. The other player is going to do 2 sprouts or 2 dirt. And then on yellow, you can draw 4 cards and then add 2 tree sections, add 2 rings. Some of the cards have the ability to build trees on them, which these are the trunks, these are the caps. And again, points at the end of the game.
Yep.
And the other player can choose to draw 2 cards or do 2 rings. Now, one of the major things that in addition to the player interaction, one of the primary things that the Abundance expansion adds is the seeds. Again, massive amount of cards, very difficult sometimes to get the cards that you need to build your engine. And as far as the engine goes, when you plant the cards in your tableau, whatever color you plant or whatever color you activate, you're going to activate all of the cards of that color from top left to bottom right in your tableau. So that's the engine builder part. You're going to run that engine. And sometimes it's really hard with 300 cards to get the card that you need. So you can spend seeds to go through that deck. It's not laborious. It's not, that seems like it could take forever, but you have to pick a very specific goal, a scoring,
just what
scoring thing. Yeah. A specific scoring objective. And you go through the cards. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to say, I want something that, and there's a list. There's a list right there. These are the scoring objectives you can pick from. So I'm going to say, I want to a tree capacity of 4 or more. I pick up a random stack. I flip it over. The first time, as soon as I get to something that has that, I have to take that card. That may be way down in there. It may be right at the top.
There was one.
But that was 3. But it keeps it from, like, you can't just sit there and go through and like pick and choose, oh, this one is good, but let me keep looking. Once you get to a card that satisfies that scoring objective, you have to take it. So yes, it does allow you to go through the deck. That can be, it can take a little bit of time, but it also mitigates the fact that there's so many cards in the game. And sometimes that can be difficult to perfect your engine.
That's one of the abilities that the seed can do. This is the prototype of what we got, but they have you can see on the Kickstarter, it's going to be actually a thing that sits next to the board and not sitting on top. That's why we don't have them on the board right now. But these are all the other things that the seed can do.
Yep.
So you can lose a
point. That's how you get.
Oh, that's how you get the seeds. You get more.
That's how you can get seeds these ways, and then you can trade in things. Go. That's what it is. You can trade in seeds for things. Yeah. So they are you can trade them, you can spend them for things. But mainly they allow you to go through the deck. One of the other changes to the expansion and modified to the base game rules is you can now, if you don't have a place for it, you can store sprouts on your board until you have a place for them, where in the original game rules, when you took sprouts, you had to have somewhere to put them. Or
right, so you had to forfeit sprouts. Now, he said that dirt is the currency of the game, and that is when you're wanting to plant cards into your tableau. But then you will also find out, using those cards that it says spend 2 sprouts to gain something like this, spend the tree sections to do this. So the other components are also some sort of currency to get other things. So you've got this balance in the
very cohesive.
Carter said that in the Abundance expansion, there will be player aids with those choices on them for 6 player aids.
And in addition to that, the expansion adds a 6th player.
Yes.
So it will come with a board and everything you need for the player. It comes with additional sprouts, more dirt, more tree sections, more cards, everything you need for a 6th player, and a board, and then a reference card for the other 5 players. If you have you have to have the base game. You can't play without the base game. I am ready to play.
No, rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Ready? Oh,
okay.
You got it.
So I'm going to go first. Now, because we're doing this live and explaining the game as we go, for the first few rounds, we're not going to do simultaneous actions. We'll take our turns individually, just so we can kind of explain what we're doing. So yeah, so this card right here tells you how to start. I am going to draw 12 cards. I'm going to compost 6 from my hand, and I start with 6 dirt. And you start with 9, you compost 4, and you start with 6 dirt also.
I do. We already have the dirt. And then these little color leaves are how we choose where we're going to be, like what action has been played. That'll move along here. So you have yours up here. And then also these are different objectives throughout the game. So the first person to fill 2 rows, not 2 columns, 2 rows in their tableau will put one of their leaves up there to get 15 points. And this one is the first person with 6+ cards with a tree building ability. Then 8+ cards with a gaining a dirt ability. 7+ cards with a sprout ability. And that is where you place them on there. You don't have to have them filled. You just have to have the ability to use them that way.
Did you mention that's what these are for?
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Yep.
I was letting you compost.
Okay. Yeah, I need to compost.
It's hard to compost from your hand. That's why I really like the one we compost from the deck. Because like, I don't even care what this card is. I don't even want to know. It's just going in the dirt. Choosing is hard. There's also different ways you can choose to build your engine. A lot of different choices depending on the what is not terrain,
the terrain or the
it's not terrain. It's
not terrain.
Another word. I told you, Kimberly, the top ecosystem, right?
Or the environment?
Ecosystem. So you've got sunny, rainy,
ecosystem,
rocky, and snowy. It's got a little snowflake.
Okay, keep that one. I'm figuring out what cards I'm going to use. We should have done this beforehand.
We should have, and I was about to deal those out and have us do that, and then I got distracted. I'm looking at our objectives here. Habitats. Thank you.
You think harder.
I did. I knew it. So our kids used to go, when they were homeschooled, they went to a science co-op, and in 2nd grade they learned about habitats, and they had this habitat song. So every time the word habitat comes up when we're playing games, they sing this song, and it gets stuck in our head. So if we start singing habitat, habitat, oh.
Okay, I mostly randomly composted cards, but
I think I'm gonna.
Actually, I need to uncompost one of those.
I'm looking at me. I was like, no, I could use that. No, I have to compost 4 of these.
I have to compost 6.
Okay, but you did have to draw more. So I guess it's hard because they really are so good and have so much potential. Okay, that's 1 for sure. I'm not using that one. 2, and then
okay. So I'm going to
3.
Let's see. How do I want to start? I'm going to go ahead. I have 6 dirt. These 2 would cost me 6 to do. So I'm going to start with the green. This is going to allow me to plant 2 cards and then draw 4 cards and keep 1. I plant them individually, so I'm going to start there. Now, the player mat is a little deceptive because it has spaces for your cards. You can shift them around until you get 4 wide or 4 tall. You can move them around like left to right. So I could decide this one is here, and then I can shift everything over that way if I want. So we may do that a little bit, but because you activate from top left to bottom right, it is very important that as you lay cards down there, they stay in the orientation that they're in as you play them. So that cost me 3. So I'm going to play 3 soil, and then I'm going to play this one next to it, and that's going to cost me 3 soil also. And then I get to draw 4 cards and keep 1, and then the rest I discard. I don't compost. Okay, so you're going to activate green now, and you're activating the secondary ability, which is just to plant 1 card and then draw a card.
Okay, I'm going to spend a lot here. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put this up. I'm going to put it right here. Start in the middle. It costs 6 dirt, which is all the dirt I have. It's okay, because its ability when orange is activated is to gain 3 dirt on top of, like if I'm gonna activate it, I get 5, so that'd be 8 dirt. So it's okay, it'll come back to me. It's all about investing. Okay,
keep that one.
So I planted my card and I get to draw one.
I mean, we'll just discard pile will be right there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that was his turn. We both activated that ability. I'm going to go ahead and do what I did. Why I chose that one is I'm going to activate the orange ability, which gets me 5. And 2 cards composted straight from the pile. But then I also activate this right here. So I get 1 card to compost from the deck for my neighbors having this brown in their tableau. He doesn't have any, so this one doesn't actually, it is activated, but it doesn't do anything for me because he doesn't have any of this color brown in his tableau yet. So that's just the neighbor. Again, that new interaction that is from the prototype. But my tableau, I do have this one activated so that I get the 5 from that and then I get 3 from that. You have something to say?
No, I was going to say, I'm just going to go ahead. I get 2 dirt for that. Or I could compost 2 cards from the deck, but I need dirt right now.
Oh, you spent all your dirt too.
I did spend all of it.
Big spenders.
And then I also get to activate my orange engine, which is I can spend 1 compost to draw 2 cards. So I'll just discard that compost.
That's a good one.
Yeah, to draw 2 cards. And
Okay.
I don't have to compost them yet.
That's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do teal. I need to get some stuff back. So I'm going to go ahead and take these. I get 6 sprouts, and the sprouts go on these spaces right here. So they have, this one can hold 3, this one can hold 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put sprouts there. Again, in the updated rules, if I didn't have a space for these, I could store those on my board. And then I also get 2 dirt. Yep.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to gain 2 dirt from that. It's either gain sprouts or dirt. I don't have, oh, I know I do have somewhere to put my sprouts, but I need my dirt, so I'm gonna get the dirt for right now.
Now you mentioned something from the rule book that there's a physical prototype. Okay, all of the, what is that? Any players should be other players.
Yes,
Okay.
for the prototype.
Okay.
There's a little note on the printing of the physical copy. Okay, so you did that, so it's my turn.
Yep.
I believe.
Now I have to, while you decide what you're gonna do, like
I need more
this
cards in
is
my hand.
the development of this game. It's a beautiful game. It's a well-designed game. The iconography on it, the development that went into making this game playable and streamlined is really incredible, because we played the first time that we played it, and then with no rules checks and even that one, once we got a few rounds in, like we didn't have to check rules.
Well,
We were playing with kids. It has,
here. Like
it has all the iconography
right in
readily
front of us.
available. But we went the next night, played it with some friends, and taught them, and didn't have to reference the rules at all.
No, not
And
at all.
it's like there's a lot going on with the engine. There's a lot going on with the cards.
It's a lot to pay attention
But the
to.
iconography, just the development of the game is phenomenal.
Okay, so
So
I
what
was
do we do?
activating the yellow. So I drew 4 cards already. They're already in my hand, and I'm able to get 2 tree growths. Well, this one can only have 1.
Yep.
So there's that, and technically
Well, that would just be a
it's
top.
really just a topper. And this is a fungus. No, it's a lichen. Lichen.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say that's gonna be blue. So I'm gonna put a blue one on
Not
there.
green.
No, because it's kind of
I
that,
guess
like,
lichen is a little
it's
bit
kind of
bluish.
that bluish teal color.
Okay, and then I get to either draw 2 cards or do 2.
But even though I'm
rings.
able to put 2, I do not get to put the trees into my
Yeah, I'm gonna
little
do the
storage
2
here.
rings.
I do have some events, and I can play an event on my turn whenever, correct? I'm remembering that right. It's been a minute.
Carter,
I'm
I
asking you a
would
question.
what?
I can play an event anytime.
Yeah, events
Yeah.
are.
I'm going to go ahead and play this fog that gets me a sprout in another. Well, no, I'll wait because I can't do another growth.
Yeah, and Carter,
Yeah, I'm going to wait on that
I
one.
mean, the iconography, because it's all down here, like memorizing it is difficult, but because it's all available on the board and very consistent, like Peyton was 10 when we first played, Might have been 9.
He was 9.
He was 9. He didn't. Again, once we got a couple rounds in, it's very intuitive. Again, they are savvy game players. If you're playing this with someone who is moving from like phase 10 to this, yes, iconography is going to be a step up. But
with Peyton, so we started like I think it was a Friday night or something like that, and we were going to start. It is your turn, and I think it was like 7:30 or 8, and he was already really tired, and he was like, I don't know if we can play the whole game. And so he had never played it. So we started playing it. After the first few rounds, he moved his chair and stood up and was so into it. It was so fun to watch. Like he was like, I'm not even sitting down, because he didn't have to wait on anyone's turn.
Yeah, the simultaneous play.
So now I'm going to do something. You're always engaged. Yep. It took us 2 full hours to play that with them, 2.5 maybe. But they were engaged the entire time. So which one you did? The orange? Okay. Yep. Oh, you still don't have
which we did yellow. I did not activate that engine on that. So that's 1 ring on each
flora.
Mm-hmm.
That's
which
just
is
any flora.
Okay, that's not a
that's
not a
just a
specific
flora.
Okay. So I get to top that one and get that. Okay, so it's a green card.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just take 2 dirt. So I currently have 5, 10, 12. Dang it.
Okay, so I need to activate my orange.
Oh wait, no, I can activate this now. So I get 3 more. I have enough to do what I want to do.
Discard from my personal compost. I'm going to draw from this pile.
It's a nice pile.
Did you activate your orange?
I just did.
Yeah, and this is one of those like with the dragon, they stack up and they top and they can get like some of them are like 5 or 6 tall. It's a nice little fun 3D element.
Okay.
And it's one of those games that like the engine is so it can be you can just play the cards that you come across and have a fine time and like have a fairly effective engine. But if you really pay attention and focus on the cards that you're playing, you can build a really fun little engine with it.
Okay. I guess with 2-player, it really doesn't matter with other players and then any player because we are playing.
Yeah.
So that note, because I do have one of those.
Neighbor doesn't matter either.
Neighbor doesn't matter. I'm going to activate the green.
Okay.
I was going to do one of my cards that was really expensive, but I think I might wait on that one and go ahead and build some more into my tableau. So I think I'm going to plant another fungus card. Right there, that's 3.
You're activating green.
I am activating green. That's 3 dirt, and I can plant another one. I'll do this one. It costs 2. It's clay soil. I'll put that up. I'll put it right there. Because soil doesn't really typically connect to anything. Costs 2. This one, all of the tree flora cards cost 1 less soil. It can't cost less than 0. So it's 0 is 0. You don't get anything back. But that's a good one just to kind of have in my engine. So that was the 2, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards and keep 1.
Yep. And I went ahead and planted my card here and drew a card.
And then do you have any other green?
I don't have any greens to activate.
I do not either. Yep. Goodness gracious, I've got tons, tons of event cards. I need to play.
I need something that lets me compost from my hand. As much as I hate composting from my hand.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna play an event card. I need to get. Although what's really fun is there's one card that you can have that you can play in your tableau that it's like you get 3 points or something like that for every card in your hand. I had that one time, and man, I just had like this deck sitting here because I kept just drawing cards. It was really good.
Okay.
No one knew I had it because I played at the very end. It was nice. That was a fun one.
Okay, I'm going to activate yellow if you're done with your green.
I am.
Okay. So I just get to draw 4 cards. Do I want to activate?
I am gonna do this lance. Hold on. I'm gonna do this landslide right here. That's
okay.
It costs 3 points at the end of the game. I'm gonna spend 4 dirt, and then I draw 4 cards, and then I compost 4.
I'm actually not gonna activate yellow. I'm gonna activate
2
green
here,
again.
2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Just mixing it up.
Yep. That cost me 1 dirt, and I played this milk cap, which is going to give me 2 rings.
More events. My gosh. So many events. I'm going to put my events here just to get them out of my... Oh my gosh.
You go ahead and cap those. And
okay,
then
wait, you activated...
I activated green again.
You did green as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can plant another card.
So I can plant 1. I don't have enough to do that.
No.
Do we start the game with seeds?
I think we did. I think we started the game with 3 seeds.
Everyone gets 1 seed.
1 seed.
Yep.
This symbol there is eluding me.
It's
because that's not the fauna
no,
symbol.
it'll be a
It's not one of the top ones.
It'll be one of those.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't have any of those in my hand.
Yep.
One of the habitats?
Yep.
Oh, there's the fauna. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's one of the plant types.
There we go. I just had to look at the other symbol. Okay, cool. So that one costs 1 less. I'll do that one.
Okay, I haven't activated that yellow yet, so that didn't. I played that as
I played this up here. I had to play that next to one of my cards, didn't I?
Yes, in one of the spaces. No, it can be diagonal.
It can be. Okay.
Yep, just one of the 8 spaces around it. Okay. So I planted 1.
Right there. And it costs 1 less.
I'm going to go ahead and plant this other one for 1, and that gets me 4 dirt. So get a nice little... These brown cards are the first time you use... They're an immediate effect. Mm-hmm. They don't have anything to do with your engine. They just take up a spot, but they do score points.
No, they don't.
Well, it can hold...
Oh, it can hold
So I can hold sprouts, and it can hold a ring. So, but I needed more dirt.
Okay, this one I played here. This is one of the prototype cards. It's for the teal. I want you to look here. It's one of the teal. I can compost 1 from my hand for every event that a neighbor has played.
Yes.
Okay. Just make sure I'm reading that correctly since it's the prototype. Is it my turn though? Because you activated that.
Yeah, I activated green.
Oh, I was supposed to draw a card as well. Thank goodness, not another event. Although I am like bad talking them. They are really good. I am going to get some more dirt. So I'm going to activate the orange, which gets 5 dirt. I'm going to compost 2 from the deck. And then, do you have that color brown? You just have that color. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on, I need you to get these. Okay, but I do get to activate this one, which is 3 more. And then I get to compost 3 cards from the deck. And then everyone else can draw 1 sprout. You can draw a sprout.
I can draw a sprout?
You can. Oh, these are going into my compost.
The effect on this card is that you cannot choose the blue action. If it's in, I don't like that.
Ooh.
You're going to get composted. I know it's worth...
It is. It's
I know it's worth 8 points, but I don't...
Okay, so you saw that I activated this one, correct?
Yep.
So you have that as well.
Yep, so I can spend a composted card, draw 2 cards. Which I am spending a lot of composted cards, but hopefully I'll get a chance to... I need to get some that will let me compost cards from my hand. I don't have any cards right now that will let me compost from my hand.
Really? I mean, they're not bad. You don't get negative points having them in your hand.
Right, but you don't get positive points for having them composted.
That's why you need to have that card that I had.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay. Is it my turn? No. Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn. You activated the red.
I did. Or orange.
Orange.
Whatever, yeah.
Okay, and I took 2. I did something. Okay.
I'm going to activate that one, which is gaining a sprout and a tree type.
I'm going to stay on orange. Let me get 5 dirt.
You're staying on orange?
Yep. I have some expensive cards that I want to play.
I'll get to... Oh, these go over here.
And then I get to compost 2 cards from the deck.
This dirt came from... You can't see from over here, I think. That dirt came from when I activated.
Okay.
Trying to see if I can... I don't have any more sprouts. I could do that one. Is that your turn?
Yeah, and then I'm going to discard a card from my compost to draw 2 cards. Maybe your draw pile has... Nope.
You need to... You can take another sprout. That is what that says, right?
Yeah.
So you get to take another sprout. Every time that you activate that, you get to take a sprout.
Oh.
Because
Nice.
you're the other player.
Okay, so here's what I was talking about before because this is relevant now. Your goal is to build a 4x4 tableau. Once your cards are set, you cannot adjust them. But if I didn't have this playmat limiting me and designating these spaces, I could go either way. So I'm going to slide these up here so that I can build below them, but everything is still oriented the way that it should be. So
yeah, he doesn't necessarily prefer playing with the mats because of
it just
feels like
yeah.
I actually I don't know if that's because I like order.
It's hard for me to remember that I can do that.
Oh.
So
I don't think I've ever done that.
No.
Even when I'm Is it? It's my turn. Yes.
It is. Yeah.
I'm going to. I need to plant, so I'll go ahead and activate the green. We have not activated the teal color yet. The blue teal.
I did once.
Oh, I didn't really. Yeah. Okay, you did. I didn't have that card out there yet. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna be quiet for a second while I process what I'm doing here. I'm gonna do another. Yeah,
Peter, I'm setting up to. Okay, I want to be careful with the dig action. Like you want to use it when you need to. So I really, I want to.
Okay.
I want to use it wisely, but I will definitely use it. Probably, most likely because I have something that gives me rings. I'll probably go digging for a high ring card so that I can get a lot of points that way.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm activating the green, so I'm going to plant 2. I will plant this right there, and that costs 4. That is the black thorn. Not going to say the genius name because I can't pronounce it. And then I'm going to plant this slippery jack right there. That costs 3 dirt. Both of
What
those
color do we activate? Green?
Yeah, I activated green. Both of those, I'm really leaning into this orange color. But this one also allows me to activate either orange or the blue teal. So that's nice. And I get to draw 4 cards, keep 1, and discard.
Ooh.
Did I do that before? Yes. Ooh, that's nice. I like that card. It's expensive.
This one's only 3. I'm going to play that one. When teal is activated, I get 2 seeds. I'm going to put that one there. So I paid for that, and then I get to draw 1 card. And I don't have any greens to activate.
Interesting. I might keep that one just for...
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so that was the green ability. Nothing does green, but I am going to do another...
You know, plant another card?
No, I'm going to do an event. I already planted cards. What was the one I was going to do? I'm going to do Flash Flood. I discard 4 from the compost. 2, 3, 4. And I gain 4 tree. So this one can hold 3. So that's 1, 2. Yeah, that'll be a green topper there. And then we'll add 1 over here to that one.
Okay.
That is my turn, sir.
I still don't have the ability to compost. And
Go find one.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Yeah, spend your
Let's see
seed.
if that's...
Dig.
But is that one of these options? I don't see that. I don't see that as one of the abilities that I can look for. Okay, so composting.
Right, Carter, no, we're not seeing it on the options to dig in the deck to find
something that lets you compost from your hand.
So it's got like the symbol and then with the hand.
Because I think what you're looking for is scoring objectives.
Yeah.
Not abilities. So
look at that. I got 2 right there.
Nice.
I know.
Lucky.
I know.
Okay, but I am going to I'm going to dig for something with a ring, a plant value of 5 or more.
He said it should be. You should be able to search for an action that has a compost ability. Carter says that's how I do it.
Well, I want to do it right. I know Carter is
he knows his stuff.
Because it says it's a standard scoring objective. So unless that's changed, it's a scoring objective, not an ability.
He says it has a compost ability. So unless they've changed
I can find one with a... Well, let me see. Maybe I'll find a scoring objective with a compost ability. But the rules say that you can search for a scoring objective, not an ability.
Okay, so it just if it happens to have both.
Yep. So I am going to look for something with a ring value of 5 or more points. So that is...
So I think there's a new scoring card that needs number of compost to score. Possibly one of those new fauna cards.
Okay, so it would be that, but it's still I can't just go look for a I can't look for an ability. I'm going for a leaf value of 6 or that's
a leaf value? Like a point value of 6 or more?
The points from the fully built tree.
Okay.
Which is the first one that I got.
Oh, look at there. But it doesn't have that ability.
No, it does not let me compost from my hand. But this is going to, because I not to let you in on my plan, I do have some that let me plant rings. I have a lot of those in my hand. So being able to go and find a high scoring planting like ring ability is going to be good for me. So again, what I did, I spent a seed. I picked up the deck randomly and flipped it over and would normally go through it until I find something that meets that objective. But in this case, it was the first one that I flipped over, and it was a good card. So that was, I've not taken my turn. That was just.
Correct.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do yellow. I'm going to draw cards and see if I can find. I'll take 2 from yours and 2 from mine. Come on. Nope.
I'm going to take 2 sprouts.
Nope. Do you have any that let you compost from your hand?
I do. I have 2.
Like in your hand that you can slide over to me? Because I have a lot of cards in my hand.
No, sorry. They're already in my tableau.
Yes. And then I can put 2 rings out. So I'll put 1 there. That just has a capacity of 1. And then I'll top that one out too. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, and then I need to activate my yellow cards. So that's maxed out. Get 2 more rings.
Oh, I just put 2 sprouts. It wasn't 2 sprouts that I could get. It was 2.
And then
you activated yellow?
Yep.
I can do 2 of these. My
bad.
bad.
I have 2 rings, and then you get a total of 3 sprouts.
I do?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
1 is from this one that I get 2 rings, and all other players get 1 sprout. And then over here, I get 2 rings, and then I choose another player to get 2.
And you chose me?
I did.
Oh, I feel special.
Carter said something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I believe I am going to...
Is that my yellow
That was your
activation?
yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe I'm going to activate green again.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I've got
Okay.
some cards that I can plant.
I'm going to plant this asparagus. Costs 0.
Asparagus.
And then cost 0, and then this one. I'm gonna plant some pink tulips because they're so pretty. I'm gonna plant those tulips above that. It costs 1. That's not one that I have discounted, but I get to put my little leaf
what'd
up
you get?
here. I have 6+ cards with the tree ability of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually.
Nice. I have
So-
4.
That's gonna go right there. That gives me 15 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, my card drawing is not on point this game, but I did spend 9 dirt to plant this card that gives me 5 points per mushroom diagonally adjacent to this card.
Oh, so you can
So
plant
that's
some mushrooms.
up to 20 points
Nice.
if I play my cards right.
Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. Oh look, it's another. Oh, it's another
Thank you.
compost.
Thank you.
It's another compost from your hand card. Imagine that.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm choosing which one of these. I don't have another green.
I
ability,
planted a
so-
card. I did not draw a card.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm choosing which
Nope.
one of these will benefit me the most.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
nice.
I'm going
going big.
scorched earth. I'm gonna do my wildfire. Oh, no pun intended. I'm doing my wildfire event. I'm spending 6 of these to draw 6 cards.
Are you drawing them all from my side?
Your side has them.
No, I drew from your
Okay,
side.
5 from your side.
Okay, and 1 from yours.
There's compost from the deck, but not compost from my hand. Nope.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
not doing that one. Not doing that one.
Let's see.
I think I'll do this one.
I'll go ahead and play this one. It just lets me compost 2 from the deck.
Get 2.
And then, okay, I don't have 5 that I can
You do have a brown one now.
I do have a brown one.
Thank you. Can probably use that. Get 3. I can spend 1 to get 3 more.
Actually, this is good. This is because I don't have to worry about the analysis paralysis and deciding which ones I want to compost. Because I can't.
You can't what? Oh, because you can't.
I've taken that off the table.
I can compost 2 from my hand.
Jerk. That's a real jerk thing to say. So if you're just joining us, we're playing Earth with the new Abundance expansion. The box is around here somewhere. Here it is. We're playing Earth with the new Abundance expansion. It's on Kickstarter right now. We're about halfway, probably a little more than halfway through the game. Currently, Alison has 8 cards of her 16 she needs to finish her tableau, and I have 7. So
3.
we're neck and neck, except that Alison has the ability to compost cards from her hand,
It's a build. It's just
and I have
amazing.
yet to come up with
You get a
anything
sprout.
that lets me do that. I get a sprout.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And I don't think I need to compost any from my
What do we activate? We activated orange.
yeah.
So I can
No, yeah. You
I can spend 1.
you activated orange.
What did you activate?
I haven't. It was your turn. I haven't activated yet. I'm still
Okay,
going through my orange.
I did not do that yet on my
Okay.
turn.
I can discard another one, but I'm not going to.
I don't think there's any more cards in here that let you compost from your hand. I think
Do
you
I have them
all. I
all?
think you have all of them.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not even utilizing that ability
No,
because I don't
you're
need
not.
to.
Do you not want to compost from your hand with the orange ability?
No, I want to keep what's in my hand right now.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have a deck in my hand right now.
Okay. That's my turn.
That's your turn.
Did
Okay,
I-
yes, that was your turn.
What
Did
happened
you
to my
want?
5 dirt?
You spent it on something a while ago, I think.
No, but if I activated orange, then I should have 5 dirt.
You should. I didn't spend it for you. Okay, I'm going to activate teal for the first time this game, or I haven't activated it yet. So I get 6 sprouts and 2 dirt. I have so much dirt. This dirt even comes over here too because I got it from last time.
Gosh,
oh my
that's a lot of
gosh, I have a
dirt.
lot of dirt.
Did I give you my dirt?
No.
Are you sure? Why do you have so much dirt?
Well, I've been collecting and not spending. I'm saving some dirt for a
Goodness
card.
gracious.
Okay, so I have 6, and then I did get those 2, and these. See, I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I get to activate other
Okay, we're
blues.
doing
This
teal.
one I can discard from my hand for every. You have 2 played. I don't need to. I don't need to, so I'm not going to. And then I can spend 2 to get 3 dirt. I don't need to do that. I'm not going to. I can spend 2 to get 4 sprouts. I'm gonna do that.
I'm spending an event to spend all 5 of my sprouts and 4 rings. We're cutting down trees.
Oh goodness! It's Earth Day.
I know, but I need
It's
cards.
Earth Day. Don't cut down trees.
That lets me get 6 dirt. I'll plant more.
Okay. I was
And
gonna
it
go pick
lets
up
me
a
draw
little tree at
4
Home
cards.
Depot today to plant, but that didn't happen.
Oh yay! I got the ability to compost 1 card from my hand.
Hey, it adds up.
It does add
It
up.
adds up.
1 at a time.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
That was my turn to do that. So it is your turn.
Yep. I'm going to activate green.
Okay.
I'm going to play this card.
Plant a card. Plant that one. It costs 2. And I get to take another leaf and put it up here.
Let's see. Do I have a mushroom? I do have a
Can't reach it.
mushroom.
Go gadget arm. Because that one, can you organize the discard pile?
Yeah, I will in a second.
That one is filling 2 or more rows in my island, and I've got 2 rows. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I planted a giant puffball.
You did?
I did.
What's it look like? It looks
I
like a
have giant
puffball.
puffballs.
Looks like, yeah, it does. It's like when you stick a marshmallow in the microwave.
Yes, it looks like a microwave marshmallow. Okay, so planted that,
I have no.
and now I get to draw 4 and keep 1. I've not been doing this.
You haven't been?
Mm-mm.
That's unfortunate. I bet you would have found a card that lets you compost from your hand. What? Did something make you sad?
That's a compost from my hand, but that one's really good, and I can only keep 1 of
You
these.
totally just snipped.
This lets me compost 8. This lets me compost 3, but this is one time, and this is ongoing. I want both of these cards.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
Oh, I asked you to organize them.
Happy Earth Day, everybody. This game makes you make hard choices about what to compost.
I love it.
It's a great game.
It's a great game.
I
Okay.
love this game. Okay.
Did you see that I have 2 of my leaves up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you saw that.
I've been focused on composting stuff. I may have already
No, you haven't.
6 with that. Okay.
Do you?
Fill
1,
2
2, 3,
rows.
4.
Nope, I don't.
5. Yes, you do.
No, I have 6.
6. Yeah, 6 or more. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
5,
that's
6,
with an
7.
ability.
That's with the. Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that yet.
There you go. You take that back.
Is that not the ability?
No, ability would be down there.
Right.
Yeah.
For the viewers.
Yeah. You remember the first time we played dominoes with my parents?
Oh, shut up. Oh. Sorry, kids. They're totally watching it.
Yeah, first time she met my parents, she cheated at dominoes.
I did not. I did not cheat. Purple and magenta are very close in color. Right? Agree with me.
If not for the fact that they were color-coded and they're dominoes, so they have numbers on them.
All right, dude. I was meeting your parents for the first time and didn't realize I was going to a meet the parents situation because no, I didn't. So we're gonna go into that.
Nope, we don't need to go into that.
You brought it up.
Nope.
You brought it up. Are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished with green.
I'm going to activate yellow because I need some cards in my hand. So I'm gonna get 4 cards, 2 and 2, and I'm going to add some height to this tree here with 2.
What do we activate? Yellow?
Yellow. Let's look at these cards that I just got in my hand. All those cost less. There's an active.
Okay, now we're rocking and rolling.
I need to utilize something more here.
We are cooking with fire now.
You did earlier. Okay, I need to play this one at some point soon, right? Oh, look at what you got going on over here.
Oh, we have yellow, so I need to activate all of yellow. So I get.
I don't have any yellow in my tableau. I need to fix that.
Oh, that doesn't hold trees. I put this one here because I have an ability to plant on every card in this row. So I put that, or every card with that icon. So I put a card with that icon and didn't pay attention to the fact that it cannot hold trees. Yeah. So doing that. That gets me 2 rings.
At the bottom of these cards, not the prototype cards yet, but they have information about each of the things. Like this pheasant back, a large mushroom found in the spring, named for its resemblance to a pheasant. Sorry, pheasant back. I read that wrong. To pheasant feathers. It kind of does. A little bit. I guess you can see on the side.
I have nowhere else to put trees. I am all treed out.
You can spin trees. If you
you get.
I get something?
3 sprouts.
Cool beans.
Yeah. 3 total sprouts.
1, 2, 3. Just fill that up right there.
Okay. My turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you. I need to.
We're going green, I think.
Plant. To plant a yellow.
Do I have an instant ability? Hold on. I'm not sure I'm doing green yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll. Okay, yeah, we'll go green.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna spend 3 to.
Spending 10.
Oof.
Yep.
Good card though.
Yep.
It's worth 0 points.
It's worth 9.
If all cards in this column have different ability colors,
It will.
I hope you forget about that card.
I won't.
Okay. Okay, so I planted this one, and then I get to draw 4 cards.
I get to also draw a card. Cool. I like this card. That'll do. That'll do. I'm gonna do that event. I can do event on your turn too, right?
Yep.
So that's gonna. I'm gonna discard 2 from my compost to draw 2 cards. Is right.
Okay, I'll take that one. It's okay.
We are on a main road, so you will hear sirens every once in a while.
Okay. My turn?
No,
your turn.
You
Yeah.
just did that.
I just did my turn.
You did just do your turn. I'm trying to think of what I need to do here. I think I'm going to go for the orange.
Cool. I get 2 dirt and I get to compost 1 from my hand.
Oh, look at there.
Now which one do I want to compost?
Well, and you have one of
I only have
those.
6 spaces left, so I know I want to plant that one.
I get 3 compost from that card. I can discard 1 to get 3 more. Do that. I can discard 2 from my hand. I will do that one and that allows me to just you get a sprout.
I get a sprout.
Compost 3
Awesome.
from the deck. I get 2 dirt and I can compost another from my hand. Do that one. Alrighty, I got a lot of dirt again. That one seemed expensive, but man, as soon as I utilize that orange,
Yeah. Okay, so
can I see the list of things I can do? Dig
you can
for?
search for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might.
There you go.
I think I might dig
Okay.
eventually, some point soon.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do. What did you did?
I did the orange.
Okay, so I also have that. I didn't see that one, so I can spend 1 ring to compost 3 from my hand.
3?
3?
You kept that one. You didn't keep the other one.
Oh no, I did. Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have.
No, there I didn't. There was. I found another one that let me compost stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna stay on orange. And I didn't draw 2 dirt from that.
I never even noticed that.
What?
So, one of the things you can search for is an italic, underline, or bold name. And if you look, like dog grass, the dog is underlined. For yellow, yellow is italicized.
Oh.
I can't find one
Interesting.
that's bold. But I never even noticed that until that was an option to search.
Spend 1. Spend a ring. Compost 3. Okay. I activated orange again. So you get 2 dirt or 2 compost from the deck.
I'll compost from the deck, and I get to compost another. Seriously, you did that
You're
again?
gonna run out of dirt? I didn't put out all the dirt because I didn't think we would need it, but it looks like we might.
Yeah, I have got a lot of dirt. Okay.
Oh, you're not doing that one too.
Huh?
You're not doing that one.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm doing that one, that one, that one.
Did you spend your ring?
No, I'm not doing that one.
Okay. Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna
You're gonna stay on orange?
no, I'm gonna activate green. I'm gonna spend 13. Put that there. So that is 5, 10, 13. To activate my desert terrain. I like that one because I get 2 points per sun in any one player's area. That includes volcanoes and the temperature.
Where's that?
And-
I see the.
Yeah, I still haven't chosen one. So I looked over at Daniel's. He has already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there, that's 10 points for me having that. Not to let you
which
in on
one?
one. Not to let you
Yeah.
totally in on what I'm doing, but that's why I chose to do that one because And that's really when you're the only time that you're really looking at the other player's tableau is it's like, okay, what can they do for me? Nothing that they're doing really affects me other than it gains me things. Like when he activates the orange, I get 3 sprouts. So nothing really takes away.
No, but they added the cards that have the player interaction, and then cards like that where you're scoring on.
Oh, that's the normal one.
No, that's 2 per sun in any one player's area.
Right, but that's not a prototype card.
Oh, you were talking about the prototype cards. I was just talking about in general the player interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that I can do, because I'm not going to be able to get 8 cards with a dirt ability, I get
a seed.
I just won't, like, unless every other card that I play has a dirt ability, which it won't. So I can actually spend one of my leaves from right here that would normally be for that scoring, and I can get a seed for that.
Did you see what this is?
Yep, get a seed.
Every time
you activate green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we've been activating green a lot.
Yep.
Well, it's nice to have at the very beginning because every time it's activated. Trying to see the...
What did you activate green?
I did.
Just now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this symbol here? I've not seen. This is when you it's for the sprout. I can spend a seed to, it says +1, and it's got cards and it has an arrow up.
4 compost from hand, 2 soil to grow, or a new
germinate action. See below.
Oh, you can spend a seed for a germinate action. That's
to plant?
That's that's the go through the deck.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's why I hadn't seen that, because I hadn't done that yet.
Carter said something about the tableau.
Yeah, he said climate and
he said that
yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to 8, so I just spent one of my leaves to get a seed. Because even if I did, like, I've got other cards that I want to play, and most of them don't include dirt, so it's okay.
Yeah, I think
I'll make up points other ways.
I might get the dirt wheel at 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Really? Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have sworn I had more dirt ability out there.
So
apparently I don't.
3.
Wait, did you activate green again?
No, I'm going off of your green.
Oh, you're still doing that?
And then I get to draw a card. Yeah, I had not planted for that green. Okay, are you done?
Oh, I didn't draw 4 and keep 1.
Good. I'm going to activate teal when you're done with that. Or I'm going to activate it now. When you're done with that, you can activate it too. And then, so I'm going to spend a ring. Compost 3 from my hand. Teal. Yep.
I will do
and then +1. So I get a sprout. So for my teal engine, it's teal and every color. So right here, I can spend a ring to compost 3 from my hand, finally. And then I can get a sprout on each mushroom card in this row, including that card. So that's 1, 2, 3 sprouts, because those are all 3 mushrooms. And then I get 2 seeds, and every other player gets 4 sprouts. So you get 4 sprouts.
Wow.
That's a lot of sprouts.
I'm gonna.
2 of them could go there.
I know. I'm gonna put those there because this also allows to put 3 on any. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then put one of these over here. If a sprout is not in my tableau and just over here, it doesn't count.
Then I'm going to go ahead and do that. That gives me 1 ring. No reason to not do that.
I'm going through here and trying to decide what I can compost from my hand.
I need 1 more dirt.
That one, then.
So I went ahead and got these 2 seeds here. I'm going to spend 1 of those to get 2 dirt.
Oh, that was
so
only
that I can
one
play
in
the
my
card
hand.
that I want to play next time I can.
No. You have 2. How many events have you done?
Events?
Okay, so you've done at least
4.
2. Okay, I can compost from my hand as many events that you have. So I composted 2. I did that. Okay, do this for 3 dirt. I don't need to do that. Not for 4 sprouts. I don't need to do that. Okay, you finished.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So now it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to activate green again.
Gosh.
I'm going to plant, do 5 for my giant, what does that say? Giant gilded. It's the largest known gilded mushroom in the Western Hemisphere. Gilded means it's got like those gills at the bottom. Aren't those typically poisonous?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm planting that there. So there's those 9 points because each one of these cards in this column have a different ability. I didn't forget about that card. Okay, and I can plant another one.
So that's on green. So I planted one. I'm going to draw one.
I'm going to plant this one right here. That costs 3. An angel trumpet. Ooh, those are pretty.
And I find it helpful
The
when
flowers
you,
are upside down.
once you know what cards you're going to play, to just put your compost cards in a stack so you don't have to go through them and don't have to debate whether or not it was the right choice to compost that card.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend a. Well, I can get one more seed, so I can get that speed since I activated that. I'm gonna go ahead and spin that, and I want another. I'm gonna search for another card that has the tree.
So you're searching
The ability.
card with a
Name one ability. I'm
card with
just
an icon in the ability.
Yeah, so that ability is to.
Oh, there is a card with an icon in the. Okay, so I could.
You could
Okay,
do
that's
that.
what it was. I could have done a compost.
All right, I'm gonna search for a card that has the growth ability.
Wait. Okay. Cool. That's okay.
Would that be? That's a.
Yep.
That's an event though. That's
Nope,
not.
that's an ability.
Oh really?
Oh no, that's an event.
Yeah, it's an event.
All right. Nope. It's an ability.
Well, I'm looking for a card.
Doesn't matter. You named an ability that has an ability.
Really?
Yep.
That's not the one.
It's an
that's not
event,
the
it's an
kind of
event.
thing that I don't want an event.
It doesn't matter. That's how it works.
Lame.
You name an ability, you take the first one that gets
Now,
it.
do
So
those stay where
just
they're
put 'em
at?
back.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going for yours next. I don't want that. Lame. I'm gonna spin
that's how it works,
seed.
though.
Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and use it.
Okay.
You get
So
3
I get
growths and
2
you get
sprouts.
2 sprouts. So I'll do
Oops, sorry.
1, 2. I totally choose the color of my tree capping with. Oh no, I don't want to do those. I want to go over here. So we'll go 1.
Yeah, I'm doing okay on
4,
sprouts.
5. This will be a yellow topper. So that was
It's a tall
1,
tree.
2,
So now we can hold 6.
3. No, that one can hold 5.
Okay.
It gives me 6 points. I have 1 more point or 1 more growth there. We'll go that one.
Okay.
Okay. So that was 3, and you got that.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm the one that activated green, so you get to go
Okay.
again. I need some cards in my hand. You want to
I'll
activate
go-
yellow?
Nope, I want to activate red.
Okay.
So I get 5 dirt.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you still just have the 1. So I get
And then
2.
I get 2 dirt. Compost from my hand. Spend a compost
don't need
to
that.
draw 2 cards.
Get 3 dirt. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You get a sprout from me.
Okay. Spend a
2,
ring to
3.
compost 3 cards.
Get 2 more dirt. I can compost from my hand. I'm not going to. I need all the cards I have.
I am almost out of cards to compost from my hand.
Oh, that ability is serving you well.
Yeah.
I can go ahead and put these sprouts up here.
Finally got some redemption in that.
I'm glad.
Okay.
You finished?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I keep going back to
Oh,
what?
events would be excluded because they don't count towards scoring objectives.
Oh well, I already took it and used it, so I'll do it again. I'm actually
Fastest.
going to do that. It's okay. It is what it is. So I can plant 2 cards. I'm going to plant that.
We're doing green again.
Yes, we are. And that costs 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna plant another one, but I am.
Let me go ahead and do that one just to make sure that I get it out there. That is a 12 cost card, but it's 1 point per composted card, which is very, very valuable when you have a lot of composted cards, which I finally do.
Do you get points to have when you have seeds at the end? I don't think you do.
In-game points. No.
Okay.
Event cards, base victory points, 1 point per sprout per growth, terrain cards, ecosystems, and the fauna board. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That one. And then I'm going to spend one of my seeds to find a card with a growth ability. I feel like I've done this before. Might be moving further down. There was none in that.
You can trade seeds for sprouts, growth, compost.
Yeah, you can trade seeds for stuff.
All right, here's one.
Okay, so you could trade them in for sprouts.
Okay, I got that card here. See? Growth ability. You're not paying attention, but I got it. Now, I spent that seed. I can spend that seed anytime, right? So I chose not to. I've only planted one this turn. But can I go ahead and plant the one I just found?
If you spent it before you took your action, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of in the middle of my action.
Yeah, you can spend it anytime on your turn.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Oh, you're getting really close.
I am getting really close, but oh gosh, that costs 8. I don't have enough to do that, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Wait, I can turn in a seed for 2. Okay, I'll do that. So now I can spin all these.
Yeah.
To do that. If seeds don't mean anything at the end of the game, we're just gonna utilize them. Okay. Oh no, that's not the right one. Where's the one that I just had? Oh, here it is. That one costs 8. I need to get some growth because these are not...
Yeah, I'm going to spend that seed for 2 dirt also.
I don't want to put that there, so I'm not in any hurry to end the game.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry. I need to get some stuff going here.
Okay. It's my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I still did that, so now you can do...
I'm going to go ahead and stay on green.
You're going to do green again?
Yep.
Okay.
Do 4 to plant that one.
Cool. I needed this.
1.
That'll do. Oh, I get to. Oh, I draw and I plant. Cool. That's the one I'm gonna plant. That's it.
Okay. And then I have no green abilities.
Those are the rarer abilities.
Yes,
like
they are.
there's not like I've got this one there. That's really
Yeah.
nice getting that seed.
Okay, so your turn.
It is my turn. I'm going to go to yellow.
To yellow.
Gain 4 cards.
I'm gonna do some rings.
4 rings. So we've got
And yellow. One.
And then 3 need adjacent for us. So 1, 2, 3. I know we're mumbling. I can spend a sprout and get.
You get a sprout also.
Oh, I'm gonna spin that one to do 3 more growth. So I'll do. Oops. 1, 2. I'm gonna top this one with a green because I think let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, look how tall that tree is.
And you get 2 more sprouts.
I do.
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2. I think, and then I get to spin to do another. So I'll spin that one to add that.
Oh,
there.
I skipped over that one. To spend the ring to compost. 3 from my hand.
When you get to this deep into the game, there's a lot more mumbling because
Yeah.
there's a lot more to do.
Sorry, we'll try and speak more clearly.
Sorry, yeah,
Okay.
I was like,
So it's my turn. I'm going to go with red,
orange.
orange. Sorry.
How much did that? 6. So I need.
And that's
I'll just
I
do
met
these.
this one. I think 1, 2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You did it.
So I've got the 6 cards with the. Oh, and I've filled 2 rows. Did that a while ago.
You did.
And 7 cards with a Q ability. I'm not going to get that one.
5. So I get 3 dirt for that one.
So because
I
I
can
can't
spin
get
ring
that
number
one, I'm going to
3.
go ahead and turn that in again to get the seed. So orange, you get 2 dirt, compost 1 from my hand, spin to compost to draw 2 cards, spin the ring to compost 3.
You get a sprout.
Okay.
Compost.
The sprout.
Wait, what did it say? Ooh. No. No, that's not worth it. Is it? Hold up. I may be changing this last card I want to do here. 1, 2,
Oh, you only have 1
3,
space left.
4. Right, I'm holding on because I want to do some more things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change my mind. Hold on to both of those. All right, I'm going to. That's the one I'm discarding there, and then I get to spend a sprout to get a growth.
Your growth.
Okay, so that was all that one.
Yep. So now where we go, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and go
Going
activate
to
yellow again. Yeah, kind of just adding up the points as I can, trying to find 2, 3, 4, and 2 growths here. So obviously the Angel's Trumpet needs to be a yellow topper.
The no-brainer.
Right. And then, so that was 1. And then this one also is a yellow topper because that looks yellow. So we'll put 1 there.
2.
Yellow abilities. I get 3 growths on any adjacent flora. All right, so we'll go 1, 2, and this is a green. I get to spend a sprout to do 3 more, so we're gonna do that. That just is 1.
You get a sprout, babe.
Thank you. 2. This one's pink tulip, so they're gonna have a red. Oh no! I knocked over my tree. I don't think it's ever happened before. Do you? I've never knocked a tree over when I've played.
Never?
Mm-mm. 1, 2, 3, and then I got that sprout.
I have all of my trees maxed out.
Do you?
And I thought I was going to have bigger trees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You do have some shorties over there.
Yep. I thought they had more. Oh, no. I have 1 right there.
And I can spend 1 more sprout. Didn't you say I got more sprouts last time? Don't I get 3
You get
sprouts total from
yeah,
you?
3. Yep.
So I'll get 1 more here because I'm going to spend that extra 1 and get 1 more growth.
Dragon says if you knock over a tree, you lose a turn.
No! We'll add 1 there.
Okay.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was yellow. What are you going to do?
I'm going to... What happens when the end is triggered?
Nothing, because you're not going to end it. You're not going to trigger it. Not yet. I need to do that event.
Yep, so I'm going to go to green.
Are you really going to trigger the end? What
you get
happens?
1 more turn.
Okay. No.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do red next, though, if you want.
Well, but that doesn't allow me to plant.
Well, you can plant 1 now.
If I had dirt to plant it.
Oh, that's a shame.
I can spin a seed.
Okay, so...
Spin a seed
Oh,
for
no.
2 dirt. That's 1, 2. Are you activating or no? What are you huffing about?
I misunderstood a rule, so I'm going to retroactive something. I did not realize that that cost a leaf to plant your tableau there. I have not spent this seed. I just traded it in because I knew I couldn't get to those, and I thought I might use it. So I'm going to put that back and take a leaf back. When you complete your tableau, you put a leaf there to claim that, which is now 11 points. I didn't realize you had to put a leaf there to claim that.
Yeah.
So I traded in both of my last 2 leaves for seeds because I cannot complete that. So I'm doing that.
My seeds for 2.
Okay, so I'm done. I have triggered the end of the game, but I went first, so Allison gets 1 more turn.
I'm still doing my ability here.
Yeah.
So I can plant now.
Do you have stuff to plant?
Yes, I just turned in my 2 seeds for dirt.
Okay, so you're still on that.
I'm still on yours. So I'm going to spend my 6 or my 12 dirt for the bio.
Yeah, I had a 12 cost one too.
Yeah, so that's that. I had to weigh it out because this is 3 points for every card with that growth ability, including this one. That was going to add up to more points than if I were to plant what I was going to plant over here, which was where did those cards come from?
Were those cards to compost?
They may have been, but I don't know. I don't want to add those points.
Well, no, you wouldn't. You don't get any points for stuff.
I'm not really sure what those were for.
You probably set them aside to compost them.
Okay, I'm just going to do that.
Okay. So you still get a turn.
I do, and I'm going to do a growth. But that, it was I think the points added up versus putting that there.
Okay,
so I'm going to, hold on, get another seed for that. Okay, I'm going to go
Yellow.
I'm gonna go yellow.
Okay.
So I get 4 cards. Not that that really matters right now. So I'm gonna go yellow.
Darn it, I was hoping I would get an instant.
So that adds 2 growths. So I'm going to do 2 here. This is a red topper. So I'll do these 2 growths here. So my slippery jack is grown. Those are all done. This is, I can add 3 growths to any of the adjacent flora. And these are all maxed out, so that doesn't do anything. I can spend a cube to get 3 growth, so I'm going to do that and add 2 here. That's a green topper for my asparagus. And then I get 1 more growth, and that will be that one. And then I have this here. I can spend a cube to get another growth.
Okay, I'm done.
And that's that. I'm going to spend this seed. Oh wait, no, that's 3. Maybe I'm not. Is that all my trees? Are they all maxed out? 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 6, 5. Oh, okay, cool. So I have an extra seed. I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Can trade
no,
it
I can. I'm gonna trade it for cubes.
I'm gonna do that too. So it's 1 seed for 3 sprouts. Or 2 growth. I wish it was 3 growth. Okay.
Do I don't get extra points for having a card filled, like the seeds filled, right? It's just I just get, or not seeds, the sprouts. I just get a point for sprouts.
Correct.
Okay.
Hey Kimberly, do you have a pen on you?
I do.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, here's one right here. Okay, so now we are ready to score.
Oh my goodness. Whew. I love this game. So last week I was like, oh Daniel, like I was gonna tell him, I was like, I really, really want to play Earth. Like I've been itching to play this game for a while, and last week I was like, that's what I want to play. And then I remembered we were doing this live stream, and I was like, I'm gonna get to play my game. This game just fills my cup. I love it. And I know this is a sponsored live stream, but you're just gonna have to hear it from me because I love this game. All right, so what are you calculating first? Oh, sorry. But I need to know what I'm supposed to count while you're counting.
So to score, the first thing you score is the just inherent value of each card, which is this number up here. I'll use my right hand. So we have this. No, that's a bad one to point to. That's 0. So this card is worth 10 points. This card is worth 4. So you add up the value of each card, just the value on the card. And then you do your instant abilities. So I have, that's worth 1 point, 1 point, minus 4 points, minus 4. So I have 8, I have minus 6 for instant abilities. What's your card?
38.
38?
Oh, hold on, 38. 39, 40, 41.
Okay.
Did you count these 2?
I did.
Okay.
And then one.
Oh, wait, hold on. Does this?
That's a separate thing.
Okay, because
So
I've got
count
some
those up.
negatives. That's 2 points.
Okay.
No. Hold on. No, it's -2.
Okay. Then you get 1 point per composted card.
Oh, good gosh.
That was
47.
37. I had to make sure I was counting with the same rhythm you were.
I know, I'm sorry.
That was dancing over there.
Okay, and then we do 1 point per sprout. So I have 1, 2, 3. You have way more sprouts than me.
20, I think it's 28. Hold on, let me recount. 6, 12. 23, yeah, 28.
Okay.
Now then
we have victory points from growth, which is that per ring. And I can't remember if that's.
No, it's the if you have it filled. If you
It's
have a
1
topper.
point. It's 1 point per ring. If you have it filled, you get the the
bold.
It's if you get it filled, then it's not one per ring. You get the additional. So this one would be, if I just had one there, it would be worth 1 point. But because I have it filled, it's worth 4.
Can you
So
play it again?
So this one right here, if I only had one on it, here, let me do one that's not shiny because I know that top one is shiny. So for this one right here, that's a bad example. This one is worth 2 because I have 2 growth rings on it. If I had all 5, it can hold 5. So if I had all 5, then it would be worth 7 points. This one can hold 4 and is worth 4, and this one can hold 5 and is worth 6 if it's filled. So 4, 8, 14, 17, 20, 22, 26, 28, 30, 34, 40. What do you have?
47.
Okay. Victory points from terrain cards, which are the tan cards.
Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I have 45 points.
I have 14 plus 9 plus, hold on. This is three points for every card with a growth ability, including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So 6 times 3 is 18.
18, yep.
So that's a total of 44.
Okay. Okay, and mine was, I had 1 point per.
Hold on. When you choose a green action, keep 2 cards. I never did that.
Oh. 1 point per compost card with a max of 30. And then I had 5 points per mushroom diagonally adjacent to this, so that was 45 points total.
I totally missed this, you guys. This was my just ability to start for my green action. When I choose a green action, I get to keep 2 cards instead of 1. That would have been useful if I noticed that at the beginning.
So now we score mountain cards or ecosystems. We have 1 personal and 2 shared. So for my personal, I have 4 points per 2 cards with a dirt ability.
Another thing that I should have looked at.
Yeah, I didn't pay close enough attention.
So I don't get any.
So I have.
That's unfortunate. Come on, Allison.
So that's 4. And up there, 2 per card with a cube ability or the sprout ability.
The ability is even
if
spinning.
If there's a sprout anywhere on that ability.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, 6 times 2. That's 12. And that one, and then
4 per 2 cards with an odd point total. 1, 2.
Wow. That was
8.
plus 12. So I had 44. No. Hold on.
No.
I said hold on. Wait, with the odds. Okay, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. 8 times 4.
8 per 2 cards with an odd.
There we go. So 4 times 4. Okay.
So you had 16.
So 16 plus 16 plus 12. 28.
Okay.
I can't math right
now. Okay, now, oh. There's 3 spaces for that. So you can do each terrain card individually. They thought of everything.
It's the aminal card.
And then up here we have, so I have 26, and that's actually 11 now, not 7.
Oh yeah, we left a little, it's at our house.
So
the little thing there.
I have 22, 32, 37.
I just have 15. Do you want me to calculate for? I've got my calculator out. It's charging, so.
So final scores here. Fill time while I add this up.
Fill time?
Yeah.
I always get so uncomfortable when I'm supposed to fill time,
Talk
especially when
about the
it's
game
this
and
late.
what you like about the expansion.
I have a question.
Huh?
Okay.
You have a
So,
question?
or maybe something I noticed that can get kind of confusing is knowing who's the active player and who's the like secondary. I was wondering, is it that?
That's what this is. With 4 players or more than 2 players, you definitely really need to, and we should have been passing it back and forth, but we were keeping up on our end with who had gone.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
I always forget to pass.
You just pass this
along.
down. It's the active player. It's a little symbol.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the active player. That's
Also,
a sprout.
Carter says to sing the Habitat song to pass.
See if I remember it. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat, 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 have to have a habitat. You have to have a habitat to carry on. And then the boys, there's like 5 different verses, and they have that same kind of beat. And I don't know the verses because when all the kids were singing it, you know how like when a bunch of kids are singing the same thing, it's like
The words just kind of mesh together.
Yeah, so that's the only part that they could actually sing in sync. And so I don't know the rest of them, but anytime the word habitat comes into play, that lives rent-free in my head.
Okay, so final score, I had 238, you had 248.
Whoa!
Much closer than
I said, whoa, 238, 248.
Yeah. So close game, much closer than I expected, considering that for half the game I couldn't compost cards.
Yeah, but then you got that and you were just like, compost,
Right,
compost.
I made up for it, but
10-point difference.
let's see, composted cards, you had 10 more composted cards than me. So
That's
if I
really?
had gotten that earlier, probably could have made up the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, this is Earth with the Abundance expansion. It is on Kickstarter now. It's a nice.
I will say, okay, and like leaning to when we first played the game with the Abundance expansion, I was like, I could play with or without the expansion. The more we've played with the expansion, I've really utilized those seeds. They're really nice.
Well, also you got,
and then having to be able to put my sprouts on my board and place them later, that's really nice. These other things that it's like really leans in. They heard what just people the issues people may have had in the game, and they really listened and applied it. So being able to search through here, giving you ability to do that, those type of things, it just makes this really smooth gameplay even smoother. And I love
and it is. I mean, the seeds are subtle. It's not. They're not something that you're going to use every single turn.
No, but especially towards the end of the game, it's not a catch up mechanic. It really is not a catch up mechanic.
No, it's not. It's a finessing mechanic.
It's a nice tool to be able to use and have. And when we first played it, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'll add this in every time. It's really, but now that we've played it more and more, I'm like, I don't think I can play without.
And the thing is, the
seeds.
cards, like the seeds are the most visible part. The seeds are the thing that I think people are getting hung up on, because it's like, oh, you can like
but once you start using them, you're like, oh, this is nice.
But in our preview, like that's what people are like. I don't know if I like the ability to go through the deck. Like that seems like it's going to slow things down.
You saw how fast
Again,
that was.
And we each did it once.
I did it twice.
I got to the end where I had the cards that I needed to fill out my engine without going through the deck, so I didn't need to utilize that. I did utilize it twice to get dirt and sprouts. But the seeds are just one part of the expansion. The player interaction, me giving you sprouts.
Yeah, that was really
made
nice.
a big difference in the game. Yeah.
And then like this ability here was I'm utilizing what you have on your board. So you ended up having 2. So I'm able to compost from the deck just for him having a certain kind of card ability in his tableau. I'm just adding more points to me. So it's
one of those
really
games
nice.
that it's as you play it more, you're going to get more familiar with what there is. So even thinking about that, like that gives you an incentive if you don't have something you immediately need to do to activate yellow, because you're going to get sprouts from it. As you start to see what other players are going to give you on certain activations, you may have an incentive to activate something. If you're kind of on the fence about what you need to do, there's certain things that now, because of what the other players have, will benefit you, which wasn't really existent in the base game. So
and I got this card at the very end. I was holding out this spot so that I was able to get these points value. But that was 11 points. When I looked at what I had and what this could give me, it was going to give me more points, whether I was able to do that or not. So I was, that was weighing out your options. And with games like this, most tableaus, I go in it letting the cards that I get direct my tableau engine. There's like Jared, when he plays, he's like, okay, I'm going for this. I'm going to see how this works. And he goes for it. And I guess if you're going to be playing a game enough and you kind of want to see which way you lean, how it benefits the gameplay. But I love just playing them and being like, the cards are going to tell me what I'm going to do. Yeah. I really like that in games like this. I can just flex depending on the cards that I have. Oh, I guess I'm getting more of the mushroom cards. So I really need to lean towards that.
It really is one of those that you're going to play differently each game because there's so many cards in the game.
And they sync and they harmonize differently depending on where you even have them in your tableau. And I mean, look at all these cards that we compost and didn't even, hardly any of them we actually saw.
And to
answer, see how those would be.
For Dragon, the event cards are these right here. They're just, and they're ones that you play periodically. We mentioned when we played them a couple times. When I said I was going Scorched Earth, that was an event card. They're just instant cards that, so this, I spent 6 cubes to get 6 cards in my hand. But they just go over here. Some of them are worth positive points, some are worth negative points, some are worth 0. But typically they either have a point cost for a significant benefit or there's just kind of a little bit of a boost. So
yeah, and some of them cost, some of them add points. Like this one was a +1, and this one was a -3. So I got and these 3 were they were null, but they added things to it.
But you had to spend things.
I did have to spend things in order to gain things.
So yeah. So this is Earth. It's from Inside Up Games. You can find the link to the Kickstarter in the description. And if you have any questions, if you have any questions, leave us a comment. We'll be checking those and be sure to answer or send it to Inside Up if we don't have the answer for you.
Happy Earth Day,
happy Earth Day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.
Bye. Oh, and thank you, Kimberly.
Yep, thank you, Kimberly.
You're welcome.